Welcome back everyone, it's Jo. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel to stay tuned with my videos. And today I want to talk about my experience with the vegan challenge I did. If you haven't watched this video already, go check it out up here. And yeah, I just want to talk about what experience I had, why in particular I did this challenge, why I wanted to try it out. And in the end, I also wanted to share with you my opinion on it. And finally, of course, I want to answer the question, will I continue the plant-based diet and why or why not? Stay put till the end and you will know the answer. So in the first part of the video, I want to talk with you about why I did this vegan challenge at all and what is my motivation for it. So I want to share with you three reasons that were really particular for me and are really important for me as a person. And just that you know, I made a lot of research. I watched a lot of documentaries and read articles and watched YouTube videos about this whole thing, the whole movement about eating plant-based. So I think you want to try it out. I think it's very important to be informative. So the first one here is my reasons why I chose to make this vegan challenge for 30 days. And one of the reasons is ecology and sustainability. And of course, you know that meat and dairy industry in the whole world is really polluting. Not only methane and CO2, but it also uses a lot of land and also water. So I just think it's my personal opinion, like I think using a lot of resource for just producing meat and dairy is wasteful, I think, and with all the volume that is produced for animals can be used for people. I will get to that in my third point. My second reason is animal well-being, because I always loved animals. Doesn't matter which one actually. So just doing my research, I realized that not eating meat like I was before, vegetarian, doesn't improve the situation of animals a lot, because the animals are really suffering from the dairy production as well. For example, many health issues or illnesses occur because of the dairy industry. And also if you think about calves that are taken away from their mothers, I like to imagine this scenario for people, and I don't think anyone of the humans would allow such a thing. And the third reason was or is still like social equality. Why it is important? It's important because there are so many people in the world that are starving because they don't have enough food. And if you imagine that we produce a lot of soya or other plants for just feeding other animals, for us to eat animals or their products, the milk, I think it's just absurd, you know. And for that, I don't think it's worth it to eat that stuff and see other people starving from not having enough food. So I just think it's really like unimaginable why we do such a thing to other humans. So now to the second part of the video, my experience in this 30 days of vegan challenge. To be honest, it wasn't really that difficult for me, because some time ago I tried different kinds of milk, because I wanted to go away from normal milk, cow's milk, and also yogurt and that stuff. I tried a lot of things before I even made this vegan challenge, and I really like this. I wouldn't say I had like a better experience of my body or my feelings. Many people say they feel better with the vegan challenge or being vegan. It wasn't quite the case for me, but I didn't feel like worse either. So I just think it's not a big deal for me. But what I found quite challenging was the fact that I live with my family still is they even eat meat, you know, and this is really difficult for me when I don't have time to cook for myself, which is almost every time the case. So this is something that is really difficult because my parents already have quite a lot of issues me not eating meat. So yeah, you can imagine there are some conflicts, but in general, I think for myself, if I would live by myself, it wouldn't be no difference. Like, I wouldn't care much about being vegan. So, and the final question, of course, is a plant-based diet something I will stick to long term? The answer is quite difficult. I cannot say it's like a big yes, you know. I don't really know at this moment because it's really difficult with, sometimes it's really difficult with the environment we're living in, and of course my goal is to pursue this idea of not eating dairy and meat. Like, meat is definitely off the table, but not eating dairy. I just made like an agreement with myself that I will try to do this as often as possible. For example, if I go somewhere to eat and I see like a vegan menu, of course I will take this. Of course I will eat vegan menus at the cafeteria at my uni and all that stuff. But in a situation where there is no real possibility for me to make something vegan, like cook something vegan for myself. And the other thing is, like, I don't like to be enslaved in definitions of things. Like, you are vegan, so you don't have to make exceptions. And I think this is so stupid because this is something that really upsets me because, I don't know, I'm a free person, I can do what I want, and if I want to live as a vegan, if I want to live as a vegetarian, I will do it. But if I really want in this moment to eat something else that is not in this diet, so I will do it, and it doesn't matter what other people say. I don't want to be strict, you know? I don't want to be strict and say I will only eat plant-based because, I don't know, there will be such situations that I can't because maybe there is nothing else, or maybe some other food will be wasted. So food waste is also not an option. If you want to do this, you can do this, but it's not something for me that I can really commit to this. There are several reasons, and also cultural reasons. My family, for example, in Poland, like, whatever will I do on Christmas, you know, there are things that I really like, and I don't want to be separated by that, you know. What I think the important thing here is to have a good conscience about what you do and to be at peace with yourself and with your mind, with your heart, what you think and what you believe in. So this is the important thing here. But I also think in the end, it's always better to try to do things rather than not doing anything. And it doesn't have to be perfect, you know, because we are not perfect, humans are not perfect, and this is my opinion on this. If you have another opinion, or if you agree with me, please let me know in the comments. I would like to hear your views on this, and I will see you next time.